year. Now we're on Gimel Adar, the third of Adar, marks a hilula of a really great rabbi. His name was Harav Nissim David Azaran, Zecher Tzadik Libracha, one of the great rabbis of his time. He was born in English year 1910, passed away in 1984, 41 years ago from the time of recording. He was about 74 years of age at the time he passed away. He came from very great rabbinic auspices. His father's name was Rav Shmuel Azaran, and his mother's name was Rabbanit Rika. And he was born in 1910 in the city of Jaffa, in Jaffa, respectively, over there. And while he was young, he would learn Torah under the auspices of his father, who was a great rabbi, Chacham Shmuel Azaran. I believe he was actually the head of the Jewish court, and also part of the committee, the Ma'arivit committee in Jerusalem, respectively, in those specific areas in Israel, respectively, which is a very prominent position, especially during that time period in itself. Come what the year 1921, I believe he was about 11 years of age at that point in time. The family would move to Jerusalem over there, and he would learn under the auspices of Rabbi Yaakov Ades and Rabbi Ezra Atiyah in the famous Yeshivat Porat Yosef. Let's say it's a bastion of the Sephardic Yeshivot in Eretz Israel, respectively, learning at a high level. And many of these rabbis that were learning in that Chobora at that point in time would go on to become some of the greatest rabbis in Jewish history, especially in the last 100, 200 years, respectively. Then come with the year 1933, he would get married to his wife, Marat Abigail, Rabbanit Abigail. She happened to be the daughter of Rabbi Yosef Shlosh, another great rabbi we've spoken about on various occasions before. I believe he was also of a very, very prominent position. He was like the rabbi of the Western community, let's just say, in of itself, which was had a lot of responsibility, especially during that time period, and really, really great position. I believe it's reported over they would have 8 children together. It's reported over together, and I believe, actually, interestingly enough, I think their daughter, Rabbanit Tzvia, if I'm not mistaken, would get married to the chief rabbi, Rabbi Mordechai Eliyahu, one of the great rabbis of recent years. Rabbi Mordechai Eliyahu passed away, I believe, in the year 2010, in June 2010, if I'm not mistaken, about approximately nearly 15 years ago. He was a very great rabbi, chief rabbi of Israel. Then come out the year 1947, it was, at that point in time, he would have been about 37 years of age. It was interesting that they would move to Rishon LeZion and would have become the rabbi of their committees, Sephardi committee over there, which is once again another very prestigious position, a lot of responsibilities, and he would teach, I think, be part of the Talmud Torah, called the Makor Chaim. Then come on 1950, he was about 40 years of age. He would now move to Haifa, so he was very much well-traveled all over Israel, traveling to all different cities. And over there, he would become, I believe, let's say, a head rabbi in that specific city of Haifa, respectively. 1956, we'll see him, I believe, return back to Jerusalem over there, and he would become part of various different important Torah law jobs related, especially he'll become a shochet, I think, over there, head shochet over there, and would have various different rabbinic positions, especially connected to the city of Jerusalem. In 1966, the yeshiva of Bet Shmuel was established, I think, in the Shchona, the neighborhood of the Ohel Moshe, and this would actually comprise of great dayanim and rabbanim over there. Inside there would be a place to train future rabbis and future dayans, let's say, and would produce many great students who would eventually serve as cities rabbis, dayanim in different cities, and would do various different important Torah works in Eretz Israel, and also would travel abroad and maybe take full-time jobs abroad from home, along with his, let's just say, his important action inside the yeshiva. He used to recite Torah in public. He would travel, mitchazek people, really do spread a lot of kirub and Torah in of itself. He would travel from moshav to moshav, various different settlements throughout the country, to actually perpetuate and to encourage Torah learning and to give over various different sermons. They passed away in 1984, 41 years ago. This was in, and that would have been on the 3rd of Adar. I'm not sure if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a leap year, so it would have been Adar Aleph. I'll have to double check that. And he was buried in Jerusalem. Now, I believe it was reported over that after he passed away, I think through an initiative of his daughter, she was actually a professor, I believe, Tina Pilpal, I believe. They edited was also edited by Rabbi Avram Shlushna, the great rabbi who we've spoken about on various occasions before, and Rabbi Yisrael Yifrach. Various different sermons he gave, especially, for example, on the Shabbat Gadol, and different sermons that was collected from his manuscript was eventually published, I believe, in the English year 1994. That would have been about 10 years after he passed away. The name of the book was called Gan Me'eden, I believe. So please don't forget to light candles in the great rabbi's memory here on Gimel Adar. Friends, we're learning about the great Oriental rabbis of yesteryear. We're a community here. If you are related to any of the great Chachamim we are speaking about, please let me know. It'll be great to hear more information on the great Chacham. If you are interested, please subscribe to the channel now. We're on nearly 6,000 members. And if any of your friends or anyone you know will be interested in watching these historic videos, please share the videos to others. So wishing you blessings from Israel. Take care and be well, everyone. Wishing you all well.